key terminology we should be very much aware of. I've just broken them down to this that we find here. There are plenty of other once you look into. There are people that they have PhD. This is what they study: anatomy of typography. So if you want to have more information, you can you can Google that. You can like check that out in the net. Now, the first terminology I want us to learn here is called serif. Serif is a short line, as you can see there. Is a short line added at the beginning of a stroke or also at the ending of a stroke. The one we have is the one at the T there, that line there. As you can see, there is one at the bottom of the T and also the one at the top of the T there. Just that short line, that short line at the beginning or at the end of the T is called and this you also find in the Y, in the P, in the H also. Another key term we need to learn is sans serif. Now, sans serif, sans, well, all of this is actually they are all French word. Now, sans starts means without. That is, you are saying without serif. As you can see, the A there, it doesn't have that the short line that the T has, or the short line that plenty of the um, letters of the one down has. Now, the one down, the one we use, the font we use to spell typography is what we call serif. And the key element in serif is what you just highlighted. That short line added at the beginning or the end of each letter. Then the next thing we need to learn is the baseline. The baseline is the line upon which most letters sit. Ascender, an ascender is a vertical stroke that extends upward over the X height. Now, that brings us to the X height. X height is measures of height of all lowercase letters that are part of the same typeface. It is called X height because the letter X of each typeface is what determines the measurement. Then the descender is a vertical stroke that extends downwards below the X height. Now, kerning refers to the space between two letters or characters. Tracking Tracking is a space between all letters in a word. So you can say, let's say the F, G, H, I, J, K. So all those letters, or let's also say the A, B, C, D, E, the letter between all of them, that's more than two, right? In a particular line, right? Let's say of a selected, let's say we have the F, G, H, I, J, K selected. So the spacing between more than, because they are more than two now, right? So it's the tracking, the spacing between them. But for the kerning, it's just the spacing between the D and the E. The leading is a vertical space between the lines of continuous text. That's, let's say this A B C D E, right, is on top. Like, let's say when we are writing, we now broke it. We broke it and put it on that line. We put F G H I J K in another line. So the space now between the upper line and the lower line now is called leading.